On a rainy night, a case of sexual assault and murder occurred. The victim was a white male, approximately in his 30s. The cause of death was multiple stab wounds. The taxi license showed that the deceased's name was Victor. After observing the scene, the detective concluded that this was not a simple robbery case, and the stab wounds might not necessarily be related to the sexual assault. But what was hard to understand was that the killer had cut off the victim's genitals and took them away. The investigation team immediately took over the case. The deceased, Victor, had been imprisoned for assault and had his driver's license revoked 11 months later. But strangely, he was still in prison at the time of his death. So who was the deceased really? According to the information on the license, the deceased was indeed Victor. However, no other identification was found at the scene. The captain quickly noticed a detail. The photo on the license was poorly aligned at the seam. When torn open, it turned out to be a forged document. The captain then reminded the team to quickly find Victor and ask if he had offended anyone.
You're looking awfully good there for a dead man, Victor.
Meaning?
Meaning somebody killed you in your cab last night.
Before or after I went?
Who'd want to cut your penis off?
Take a number.
We'll have you out clubbing for the weekend.
I sold the license to a guy.
It turned out that before his imprisonment, Victor had sold his license to someone for a price of $100, but he didn't know the person's name. He only remembered that the transaction took place in a coffee shop near Broadway, and at the time, the person was holding something and accompanied by a child. So Victor speculated that the person likely lived nearby. Based on the deceased's photo, the investigation team began to check the people around the area one by one. But the more pressing question remained: who, Victor or the deceased, was the one who was supposed to have his genitals cut off?